Once upon a time, there was a Zen master who lived in a small village on the outskirts of a forest. The master was known for his wisdom and for his ability to teach the art of Zen to anyone who came to him seeking knowledge. One day, a young student came to the master and asked him to teach him the art of Zen. The master agreed and took the student to the forest. They walked through the forest until they came upon a magnificent oak tree that had stood there for centuries. The master pointed to the oak tree and said, "Do you see that tree?" "Yes, master," replied the student. "Tell me, what do you see?" asked the master. "I see a great oak tree that has been standing for centuries," replied the student. "Look closer," said the master. "What else do you see?" The student looked at the tree more closely and saw that there were many animals living in the tree. There were birds nesting in its branches, squirrels running up and down its trunk, and insects crawling on its bark. "Very good," said the master. "Now, tell me, what do you hear?" "I hear the birds singing, the leaves rustling in the wind, and the insects buzzing," replied the student. "Excellent," said the master. "Now, tell me, what do you feel?" The student thought for a moment and said, "I feel a sense of peace and tranquility." "Very good," said the master. "Now, look at the tree again. What do you see now?" The student looked at the tree again and saw that the leaves were starting to change color. Some were turning red, others yellow, and others brown. "The leaves are changing color," said the student. "Yes," said the master. "And what does that tell you?" "It tells me that autumn is coming," said the student. "Very good," said the master. "Now, tell me, what is the lesson of the oak tree?" The student thought for a moment and said, "The oak tree teaches us that life is constant change. It teaches us that we must be adaptable, like the animals that live in the tree, and that we must be aware of our surroundings, like the birds and insects. It also teaches us that we must appreciate the beauty of each season, even as it passes and gives way to the next." The master nodded and said, "Very good. Remember this lesson, my student, for it will serve you well in your practice of Zen." From that day on, the student visited the oak tree often, meditating and contemplating its lessons. And as he grew in his practice of Zen, he began to see the world in a different way, appreciating the beauty of each moment and embracing the constant changes of life. The lesson learned from this story is that life is constant change, and we must be adaptable, aware of our surroundings, and appreciate the beauty of each season, even as it passes and gives way to the next. The oak tree teaches us that we must be open to new experiences, willing to learn from our surroundings, and able to find peace and tranquility in the midst of change. By embracing these lessons, we can learn to live in the present moment and find happiness in the beauty of life's natural cycles. Thank you for watching. May you have peace and prosperity, and may all your wishes come true.